was what philosophy provides that these fields do not. After all, because it has an experimental methodology, many believe that psychology is a more trustworthy discipline when it comes to human questions. However, as Wittgenstein noted in Philosophical Investigations, scientific method can sometimes hide a lack of conceptual depth. What is reality? What does it mean to be human? What is the meaning of life? Philosophy is the only real meta-discipline, Nietzsche claimed, made to consider the totality of things. While it might be said that theology and spirituality are designed for such questions, they lack the neutrality that is needed for a real discipline open to all comers. This is not to say that philosophy is scientific. Bertrand Russell noted that it is the business of science to know more facts, while the work of philosophy is to establish valid conceptions and laws through which science can be seen. Rather than science enveloping philosophy, a belief of the physicist Stephen Hawking, it is philosophy that can help put raw data and scientific theories into a larger context. Science is, after all, a very human project, and if it is the attempt to make our theories fit nature, then it is human nature with which we first have to contend. To know what we are looking at, we must be aware of the lens through which we view it, that is, how we see the world. We know, for instance, that the old Newtonian perspective on the universe, with its focus on matter, no longer copes with the strange, fluid reality that quantum physics suggests. Philosophy is well equipped to look at these uncertainties because of its focus on objectivity and consciousness itself. The 20th century particle physicist David Bohm had to turn to philosophy to explain the movement of electrons under his microscope. It was not possible to construe the world in terms of mind looking at matter, he concluded. Rather, consciousness is at least as important an element in the working of the universe as is matter itself. In this book, I look at these and other fascinating matters in more depth. In addition to the primary meaning given previously, the Oxford English Dictionary defines philosophy as a personal rule of life. We all have such a philosophy, and it shapes everything we do. Our larger outlook on the world is usually the most interesting and important thing about us, expressing our more or less dumb sense of what life honestly and deeply means, as William James wrote in Pragmatism. Far from being the preserve of lofty professors, our philosophy is practical. We could barely operate without one. As G.K. Chesterton wrote, "For a landlady considering a lodger, it is important to know his income, but still more important to know his philosophy. For a general about to fight an enemy, it is important to know the enemy's numbers, but still more important to know the enemy's philosophy. The question is not whether the theory of the cosmos affects matters, but whether in the long run anything else affects them." There is, of course, a difference between a personal philosophy and philosophy as a discipline. This book seeks to bridge the two. It is not about what a particular philosophy says or means in isolation, but what it may mean to me or you, whether it can increase the quality of our lives, guide our actions in the world, or shed light on our place in the universe. Whether it is Aristotle or Epicurus providing recipes for a fulfilled and happy life, or Plato outlining the ideal society, the ideas of these ancient thinkers remain powerful, if only because in over 2,000 years humans have not changed much. Philosophy is resurgent because the big questions never go away, and it provides ready-made concepts for addressing them. The brilliance of philosophy is that despite its lack of objectivity, it still has the power to send far-flashing beams of light over the world, allowing us to see things anew. Not only does philosophy give us a framework for seeing all other knowledge, on a more personal and exciting level it offers us fresh and often liberating ways of thinking, being, acting, and seeing. Thinking. The limits of our knowledge, the sense of